And we've made it just in time for the show.
I haven't had time to put on a jacket.
I know, right?
I know.
You were talking about how cold it was.
Dude, I'm freezing. And how are you doing this?
I'm amazing. It's the magic of After Effects.
Dude,
right?
I'm stoked, man.
That's why I always wear this green shirt.
Sure.
Yeah, because it's green screen magic.
Because continuity, right?
Because continuity, right?
Dig it.
I mean, you know. Yeah.
All right. So,
because he's
welcome
heard me say
to
continuity
Heathen.
too many times.
I'm Eric.
I'm Jamie.
And today is December 17th. We are live on Sunday, December 17th. We are live
from the Free Thought Library on Koenig Lane, headquarters of the Atheist Community of Austin.
That's right. What he said.
That is what I said.
Before we get into it, if you want to give us a call, our number is right here.
Yeah, you could let me point to that.
Our number is right here. 1-512-686-0279. Give us a ring if you have something you want to talk about. So, Jamie, how was your week?
That's an interesting question, my friend, because you already know how my week was.
That is true.
It was another down week.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm
a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
You yeah. So
please tell me you got that.
I did.
Yeah.
I got the reference.
That's Bay Once and crew before she was just Bay Once.
Please stop that. Anyway, so let's see. What news do we have for the show? Can I talk about what I did?
What did you do? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit.
Yep.
Haha, I broke the news.
If you want to hop on reddit.com/r/talkheathen, there are a lot of people who just wanted to be able to share, and so that's just, it's not a forum for, it's just hop on, check it out, share, and we'd love to see you on there.
Did you write up rules for that, or did you?
I did. I wrote up like 3 rules like 5 minutes before the show, so, you know.
You mean
awesome.
Painstaking rules written
Don't be an
hours.
asshole. Those are the rules. Don't be an asshole.
That's one rule.
Yes, it's a good one.
There can be more than one.
So,
oh God,
we've got that.
You're the one that is always worried about trolls too.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of what's been going on in Southern California. Have you?
Are there more fires you want to talk about? Because you're so hot
still going on.
For fires.
It's been really brutal. Just kind of seeing people I know that are all getting displaced. It's been pretty bad. I know that I've been whispering, so I have to be better about speaking loudly.
Yep. You've got to enunciate. None of the like.
What else? We had net neutrality got destroyed this week.
I mean, We live in a net positive negative world. There is no net neutrality now.
But we still have time to fix it. We still have time to call our legislators who can do that. We had a caller call in to just talk about net neutrality and to just bring awareness to it, and yet it still happened.
Yeah, that's because we didn't on this. That's because this show didn't spend enough time talking about it. I'm sorry. America,
we take responsibility for net neutrality.
We failed you on net neutrality.
Yep.
We will not let it happen again. We are on the internet. The internet is important to us. We should have stopped the FCC.
Yep.
It's great having the power to stop the FCC. It's so fantastic. If I just believe that I'm all-powerful and that if I pray and things happen.
We had that. Disney bought out the rights to a bunch of Marvel characters.
No, I thought they just bought Fox Studios.
They, like the whole Marvel cast can get together now. So X-Men can get together with the Avengers.
Yeah. Also,
amazing.
Fantastic Four, my understanding. Fantastic. We could get a
Fantastic
Four movie that isn't utter shit. That's not going to be a controversial statement at all.
No, that's not a controversial statement at all. It is the view of talking.
Fans of any of the Fantastic Four films, bring it. You know that fans that are fans of the stuff that's shit, like Prometheus, fans of Prometheus, those are the most intense apologists for
what we're saying is we're going to go U-Bowl on you, and Jamie's going to fight you.
On the internet.
Yep. No, physically.
On the internet. I will fight you so that I don't have to fight them. I will fight them on the internet. You, I will destroy with my telekinesis. Also, it should be mentioned that we don't have a show next week.
Or the
week after.
Yeah, we...
Which means that... for a variety of reasons. What? Are you okay?
Yes, it's our Christmas episode.
Yes, this is technically our Christmas episode. And so Eric will wear the doodle bopper.
Yes, very serious doodle bopper.
Yes, having a doodle bopper on our show for a Christmas episode is now...
It's needed. It's needed. I got to do the doodle bopper.
It is now a canon of our traditions.
Mm-hmm. It will be every year. Yeah.
On the count of 3 then? 1, 2, 3. Change approved. No?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. That's someone somewhere is like, oh my gosh, you watch that show? No, not really. I just know things. But look forward to next year, because we have some surprises coming for you.
We do. We're trying to.
We have some small operations, some big operations. They've got code names. It's very exciting.
Definitely, we have Project X, and
we have.
It's not a thing anymore because anyway.
No, we have Operation Handwritten Manifesto.
We don't talk about that on the air.
Okay, sorry. Oh no, we do have. Do you say Plan X? Or it's Operation X, presumably, as in X, you out.
Alrighty. So what? It looks like we don't have any callers.
Well, yet, but hold on, because there's more things to say. Because relatively soon.
Save me from him.
Relatively soon. Oh, if I ramble incoherently and terribly, then someone will call. No. Relatively soon, you are going. Well, So relatively soon, there will be 2 weeks where we don't have a scheduled Sunday show to prepare for, which means that the creativity of just like things produced in the meantime on the brand, on the Facebook, on the Reddit, on the YouTube, on the... Well, we don't have a Talk Heathen Twitter, but that's because I do too much Twitters already.
Jim, you need to do more.
Too many Twitters. I need to do more Twitter.
You do. You need to do more social media. This is all your fault.
Okay. Well, you know what? You're
FCC and then this. It's all your fault.
That's true. I wasn't tweeting enough. That's what let the FCC
actually
take the internet from us.
You know what? Speaking of social media, I've been taking a look at the YouTube comments.
Me too.
And we have a thriving.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Community getting together, and it's been really awesome seeing people go into having discussions with each other and. Just
we have the which episode was that? Was it the second episode where it was like murderers, and then there was just
Mike,
can I tell you this? My favorite thing was I was reading through the comments and it was like, oh, you guys are great. Oh, that's funny. Oh, here's this. Oh, not that much. And it was like, no replies, 1 reply, 2 replies, no replies. And then we get to this. It's like, oh, by the way, atheists are murderers. Blah. 45 replies. I'm just like, well,
this is the community that we're creating.
Here we go.
Absolutely love it.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
And now there's a format for a longer, drawn-out debate that will be able to be found by people in the future. So bring it. We don't say the names of people that
we do not.
Are not fans of the show on the show?
We're not going to.
You know who you are.
That's not
Bring
a thing.
it up. That's not doxing. Don't. Okay, now we're going to have a very brief aside. It's the time change is what it is. We had to switch times, and now people don't know when to call in.
Is that it?
That's probably contributing to it. If we'd moved it earlier...
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a suggestion. We're not ever going to do that.
No.
If the change had been from the other way, people would have been surprised by it being early. But because we moved it, because we pushed it back, then people probably went, when is it? I mean, someone in the chat was, there's that. Someone likes your hat.
Okay.
Sorry, that was one of the things that we got in comments was like, oh, it looks like they're reading the YouTube. Looks like one guy's just talking on his own, trying to find
and the other guy's playing video games.
The other guy's playing computer games.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what computer games
We're actually
you play.
monitoring the chat and
the calls.
And the calls.
Yeah. So right now, one of the advantages of changing the time is that people will be out of church by now. So
you need to
run down to your local corner church and then just shout the phone number into a crowd.
Get somebody to call.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, we need to be able to, you know, sort of riff a little bit.
And that's all right. That's all right.
I think we should do that, right? This show is a little bit lighter than, you know, our sister show, that one that no one has heard of, The Atheist Experience.
What? What show?
Yeah, that it's like a little tiny show. No one's heard of it, whatever. So it's difficult to be like, so let me go on a rant about this, that, and the other that's terrible, but...
Well, if I'm going to get the opportunity to talk, I'm going to talk about fallacies. I love them. I love them so good.
You love them time?
Yes, I do.
Is what you're saying?
That's racist, Jamie. You said that racist on air. This is all you.
Send
your hate mail to Jamie at talkheathen.com.
No, send your mail to mail@talkheathen.com, because I think you deleted your mail, because when I send things to Eric at talkheathen, they don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Why didn't you reply to any of the letters I sent you?
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what you get.
I'd like to bring up a fallacy if we have
shaming.
time.
Is that the fallacy of on-air shaming?
I would like to talk about ad hominem.
Ad
what do you know about
hominem.
What do you know about ad hominem?
I know that it's Latin.
Yes, and what do you know about that fallacy? Let me take the time to explain it to you. Ad hominem is when you attack a person instead of the idea that they're bringing up. So it can take
wrong because you're wearing a dumb hat.
Exactly. You can't take me seriously because of my doodle bobber hat, right? Because of my doodle bobber hat.
To be clear, that's more like ad hatonym.
And ad hominem takes on many different shapes and sizes. So there is the argument from hypocrisy, which is a form of ad hominem. It's when a smoker says you shouldn't smoke, it's unhealthy, right? Well, you know, you can't tell me what to do. You're a smoker, so obviously you're a hypocrite, so I can't trust you. That's a fallacy. That is a form of thinking that will not get you to truth reliably. So we have that kind of ad hominem. We have don't listen to this person in the past. They've done X, Y, and Z. That's a form of ad hominem. Don't subscribe to this ideology or listen to it for its merits because it leads to communism or it leads to Nazism or whatever the case.
That's like with a little
appeal to consequence.
with a pinch of slippery soap appeal to consequences as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that stuff falls under the ad hominem umbrella, and we as atheists and secular people, skeptics, need to be aware that we do it too. So stop it.
Yeah.
If you're taking a look at an argument and you disagree with it, your response shouldn't be, oh, they're not, they did this terrible thing, or, oh, they're a flat earther, or whatever. You can have really great people who have a lot of really great ideas who aren't experts on everything. None of us are experts on anything, actually. So why would you dismiss everything somebody has to say for us? You need to always evaluate the claims based on the evidence, instead of dismissing them out of hand because of ad hominem. So that is my my little rant for ad hominem.
Well, I would say it's a bit and not a rant because it was very informative.
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
If I'm going to go on with this...
I mean, yeah, if you have notes, do so. I mean, you know the things that I have notes on, and I keep working on them. And
all right.
My things. Yeah, whatever. They're for other media, so I'm trying to save them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, go. You don't.
So
if you're looking for me, like, is it okay to keep talking
we were
for long periods of time?
Earlier about like Richard Dawkins.
We were speaking earlier about people in general, and Richard Dawkins came up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but the first atheist book that I read, the first book where I actually learned about the responses to apologetics was The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins. And it was incredibly informative. I went on from there to read The Blind Watchmaker and a couple other books and articles that he's written and talks that he's given. But he's also said some stuff online on Twitter, things that he don't relate to his degree, that not everybody agrees with, and all of a sudden you have this person that's tarnished for something they did that doesn't relate to the books that they wrote. And so where do we lie with
so that? Here's the thing. I see a tendency, probably as a result of acquisition bias, a tendency just in general conversation amongst people to operate under the assumption that psychology isn't a complicated field that one can't just casually understand from an armchair.
Yeah.
So, for example, anytime you've heard someone say, oh, they're just crazy, or that's crazy, or they have a mental disorder, and that person doesn't have a fucking degree, they don't know what they're saying. I'm sorry.
Or they might.
They're making a diagnosis and they are not qualified to make a diagnosis, forgive the language, but fuck that.
You don't want to fall into the appeal to authority, though.
It's not an appeal to authority.
But I get what you mean.
Like it's not. Oh, that person either has or doesn't have like something that we would generally consider to fall in the characteristics of a mental disorder based on whether these people say. It's there are people who are making statements who are not sufficiently informed or educated to come to these conclusions. For example, radiometric dating definitely doesn't work. There he is.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many different tools. You're getting me on the radiometric dating, but yeah, no, I get that.
I know. I'm very much tired of like, oh well, the Westboro Baptist Church, they're just insane. Like, no, they're just indoctrinated. They're just wrong. Humans are wrong about a lot of things, and humans are fanatical about a lot of things.
Oh.
Whether it's being a cat person or a dog person, or whether there's a correct way of pronouncing things when there's a controversy over how to pronounce those things.
It's not Jif.
I was talking about
peanut butter.
How to
Jamie,
pronounce.
We argued about this off the air, and I'm bringing this on the air. It's Gif.
To be clear,
actually,
I did not engage.
Send us. I want to know how many people pronounce it Gif
at
or Jif,
Heathen, so that he can see them because he's too afraid of having his own email. That's what
it's Gif.
My favorite is there's I can't remember whether it's a page or a Tumblr or a slogan I heard somewhere where it's just written out, it's GIF, not GIF, but with no indication of which is which.
I like that a lot, actually.
I know, I do too.
No, Kevin. It's not Jif as in peanut butter Kevin.
At the present moment, we are monitoring the chat as well. So if you don't feel like, being on the internet equivalent of TV, which you could do right now and talk to us about how awesome you are, we would shift the conversation, but you can do that. We will argue with your chat. So bring it.
I opened this up. It has begun.
Yeah, you did. What are you talking about, Russian person?
I don't know. So hold on. Are we really doing a This Grinds My Gears episode?
We're doing a This Grinds My Gears episode. Okay. How did you not make a pun on? Oh, you didn't want to say Kevin's last name.
No, I didn't.
Okay, but there's a pun there.
Yes, there is. It's punny. It's fantastic.
You should reply with that pun.
It's too late.
Kevin still exists.
So, what else grinds your gears? What's in the mind of Jamie?
I don't know.
All right, so that's a really good talk.
And that's the show. No, it's not.
Okay, so we talked about fallacies.
We talked about fallacies. We did.
We can continue to talk about how religion encroaches in on our everyday.
Ooh, we could talk about how having the attitude of a 5-year-old response to arguments, particularly in the public sphere, has led to some ridiculous back and forth between people who are arguing, like 5-year-old apologists for, like, well, the problem that we're going to run into is that at the present moment there are people that do that for not just their God, but also for their politics. And I can give examples on both sides for American politics, even though simplifying politics to 2 sides also annoys me. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. This is a great episode. I'll just bitch about shit for 40 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day and go to a late lunch. No, so right now, if you look on the internet, you can find Christians talking about how gravity isn't 100%.
100%.
Flat Earth, just gravity exists. All I'm saying is it's not 100%, right? People who believe that the Earth is flat believe that there's gravity. They just disagree about why it's there, or they say that they don't know why it's there. But because of the like, oh, you have faith in gravity, oh yeah, look at this, the response isn't, oh, okay, well, that's not what I mean. I mean, you have faith that your phone works for this reason. Their response was like, oh no, that's not gravity. You can't say that. It's just a response of no. To anything you say, no. It's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, when you cook stuff, it gets hot. No, not always. Nuh-uh. As opposed to actually engaging with the point in any kind of... If the beginning of your response to an argument is always just, no, nuh-uh, what you said is false, as opposed to the facts you presented, I can get somewhere else with them, you're going to end up saying things like, no, gravity's not 100%. Don't do that. Think about the argument you're having, because guess what? If you find yourself in a position where their arguments are compelling and you can't find anything that they've said is false, you're going to get your mind changed.
And that's okay.
That's good.
That's okay.
It's not just okay, so it's good. Your mind should be changed.
We're actually getting some really great comments in the discussion in the live chat.
Cool.
And I want to bring up a couple of them. One of them, the first question is, what's up with your suspenders?
What do you mean,
what is up with them? Why do you wear suspenders every episode? It's weird. It's weird, Jim.
Why do you wear glasses every episode?
Because I need to see.
Yeah.
All right. Question answered. Next question. There's a growing movement of people who are claiming someone who lacks belief is not an atheist. An atheist. What is a person who lacks belief called?
Lacks belief in what?
I'm assuming a god. Right? Someone who lacks belief.
There are a few labels that can be applied to that person from the third party. However, I would probably end up calling that person something like Steve, depending on what their name was.
Or Kevin. Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't like you anymore, Kevin. Fuck you, Kevin.
Whoa, dude.
I'm getting rid of the child. No, it's going to be...
Hey, Kevin is in the chat. Is that the Kevin you're getting a problem with?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, you've been called.
Okay, so
Kevin,
what do we think about people who lack a belief?
Can I reach out to Kevin, or should I just type at him?
Go ahead and type at him. We actually have someone. That's
okay. Well, who's on the line?
They're being
screened still?
They're being screened, okay. In the meantime, there are a couple things we can punt right out of the way. What is a person who lacks belief? You can come up with whatever terms you want. As long as when we talk about it, we can share those terms, that's fine. If you don't want to call yourself an atheist, what do I really care about that? But if we are in the same basket, if we're in the same group...
Yeah, then you can call yourself a flurgenblurge.
Yeah, so... enjoy that. I really don't care.
A flurgenblurge, a person that does not believe in Burgle.
Another question, what's more dangerous, liberal Christians or fundamentalist Christians? Fundamentalist Christians. Liberal Christians have the ability to flex and are going to be around longer, and that's going to suck, but fundamentalist Christians are the kinds of people who actually go wild and murder people. So I'm going to go with the fundamentalist Christians. How about you?
If the question is which is more dangerous to all of the other humans, then the answer is fundamentalist Christians.
All right.